You'll be representing India at the 73rd Miss World Festival. How anxious or excited are you?
I think it's a mix of both, but that anxiety or that nervousness is exactly how I used to feel nervous right before going on stage when I used to be in theatre. When I used to wait in the wings or when I used to wait for the curtain to open, that nervousness I could still feel right now. But I know once that curtain will open, once I land in Vietnam, the journey will simply become unforgettable and I live my moment the way I used to live on stage. So it's just me living my life again as another character, maybe not on a stage, but in Vietnam.
What are your preps for the Miss World? Is it grueling? How is it?
The preparation is definitely in its full swing right now because we are just at the edge of it. So yeah, a lot of it is about how do I take care of myself, how do I groom myself, knowing my own hair, knowing my own makeup, knowing the best ramp walk, how to communicate. Also, it's a lot about how to have that cultural adaptability since there are 130 countries that I'll be meeting. So a lot of mindset has been invested into that. And it's a lot about how relatable you are to people from all walks of life because a true Miss World or a true beauty queen is someone who could be relatable to people from all walks of life. So that is currently we are working on. And yes, I'm really excited. The preparations can never be enough, but I'm truly excited for the journey ahead.
How important is it for a beauty queen to know how to do her own makeup? I know you all have teams and people to help you out, but how important is it to be able to get your eyelashes right and your blush right?
Um, yes, we do have our own teams, but when we go for international contest, we are not provided with the teams as such because to keep the ground fair for everybody, we learn our own hair and makeup. Also, the best part about is because you become a one-man army. Initially, it felt like, oh, why don't we get any team? But right now, I feel you're so much independent, you're so much by yourself that you don't have to look up to anybody when it comes to managing your time. You can do your own makeup in your own time, you can do your own hair in your own time. You don't have to wait for someone else to correct things for you, fix things for you. You just become a complete person, a complete one-man army in yourself. I think that's the biggest gift that we could give to ourselves as women because we are so much dependent for little things, no? Somebody would do my safety pin, somebody would do my hair, somebody would put me liner. But once you do it, once you learn how to do it all by yourself, it just becomes a different strength altogether.
During this entire journey, the beauty journey, what are the things that you had to give up, things that were close to you? It could be something that you're eating or something else. Like, what did you have to give up to get to the crown?
Major sacrifices, I don't say I have any, but it's these little things that we miss out on life every day that has become into a major, giving up situation that you're saying. I remember I have always been a person who used to sleep with my mama, who was just around my mama like a baby, even till I was 20, 21. But when I shifted to Mumbai after becoming the Miss India, all these moments I missed, all the moments that I could celebrate with my family I missed. I'm such a family person. I've come from such a close-knit family that even those moments that I'm missing out with my growing grandparents, that I really, miss a lot sometimes. I also lost my pet last year. I couldn't, you know, go to see her in her last days. That was one of the kind of a biggest regrets that have in my life. So all these moments that you couldn't fulfill because you were fulfilling your responsibility is something that I just feel, you know. But when it comes to India, all these challenges, all these little things that you sacrifice, when it comes to that 1% of you representing India and being addressed as India, I think that makes up to the most of it. And it all starts feeling worth it after that.
Do you remember the first time you envisioned yourself in that crown, wearing that crown in your head? Were you a little girl practicing the catwalk, thinking of being a beauty queen someday? If we have to go back down memory lane, what was that moment when you felt I needed to give my best and I just want to be a beauty queen?
So my mama used to dress me up as a Miss India in the fancy dress competitions. So I remember I was someone, I have always been very fascinated about the larger than life characters, you know. So all of my friends were either Brinjal or Tomato or Rani Lakshmi Bai or some other different, you know, character. And my mama used to just make me this pretty girl with a crown and with a hat kind of extensions that I had. So I also used to create fuss about it that I also want to become something colorful like a carrot or like a watermelon. Why do you make me a Miss India? But for 3 straight years, I used to win that fancy dress competition. And I realized I started enjoying it after all because I realized that maybe this is something that's so cool and I would want to become it once I grew up. So that seed was sown when I was a young kid, and I still remember like doing my walk, saying hi, I'm Nikita Porwal, and then giving this hair flip and then going back. So I remember all of that, and that was the start of that seed that was sown as a Miss India.
Is it true that beauty queens can be friends as well? Have you found a friend who was another competitor during this entire pageant journey? And are you all still in touch?
Of course, I mean, I have so many friends, beauty. In fact, the place that we are at right now, the beauty queens, the life is very different than what we assume. Only a beauty queen can understand another queen, and that relatability, that understanding is something that can make you best of friends. I have so many friends. Even I remember in my nationals, people used to advise me that, you know, everybody is your competition, don't trust anybody, and they are all here for their competition. But I remember when I won, my roommate was crying. She was crying. I was still like, I was holding myself, but she was crying. Like, she was that happy for me. So I have made really good friends in this industry.
What about your fitness? How do you stay so fit? I would like to know what you eat in a day. What kind of workouts do you do?
A lot of intention goes behind it because you could be all motivated to, you know, work out for 6 days, 7 days in a week, and you'll be like, okay, I'll kill it for the next few months. But it takes a lot of consistency and it takes a lot of mental preparation to take care of your own body. So for me, initially it was very happy and very exciting to be working out on myself. But later when it came to consistency, that was challenging. So I had to actually mentally prepare myself first. So it was a mental fight first, and then it became a physical fight. So once you become consistent, I think that's the biggest strength that you could give to yourself. We have other forms of workout as well. I do Pilates, I do EMS, which is the electrical muscle stimulation. It is also an advanced version of working out these days. So I do that. I love running. I love going for a walk because I get to meet a lot of stray dogs there outside. So I just, sometimes when I don't feel like doing cardio, I just go for a run.
What do you have in a day, and do you have cheat days as well?
We do have cheat days because I honestly believe that at least I am someone who cannot be monotonous for so long. I need to have breaks on the right time so that I don't mess it up at last completely. So in order to give yourself a little breather, I eat like whatever I want to eat, but then I burn it out as well the next day.